Most people don't really understand what live trading does to you. They see the charts, they see some whims, a flashy P&L screenshot here and there. They think it's just about having a strategy and pressing buy or sell buttons. But the real and raw truth is that live trading exposes you. It doesn't really care how confident you are on demo account. It doesn't care how many books you have read or how many trading strategies you've studied. In other words, if you spend a lot of hours just watching charts, it doesn't mean that you will trade successfully. There's a massive difference between live trading and analyzing charts. When real money is on the line, your psychology gets loud. All your doubts start screaming, and suddenly, out of nowhere, you literally just become the biggest threat to your own success. So there's really like invisible weight pressing on your shoulders. There's a pain in live trading that most people don't talk about. Not just the pain of losing trades, that's obvious, but the pain of waiting, the pain of missing, the pain of doing everything right and still taking a loss. Truly speaking, that kind of pain is hard to explain to someone who has never lived it. You sit there staring at candles. Every red candle that goes against your position feels like a personal attack. Live trading is constantly testing your ego. So live trading doesn't just test your strategy, it tests your self-worth. Because when you're losing, you don't just think this setup failed. Your monkey brain immediately tells you that maybe I'm not good enough for this. And that's the dangerous part that we are talking about. There's a massive loneliness of decision making, something that I also want to add to all of this. There's really no one to blame, not your mentor, not the market. It's literally just you. You chose the entry, you held it, or you closed too early. Literally every single decision is yours and yours alone. And that kind of accountability gets heavy. Trust me, there's a reason why most people quit. Not just because they couldn't find a setup or their strategy is not performing that well, etc. Of course, there are all of these reasons, but sometimes it's just because the weight of constantly making decisions under heavy pressure becomes too much. In a way, I see a lot of traders become their own worst enemies. They chase trades out of fear of missing out. They freeze when they should act and so on. So when you're alone with that screen for hours, you start seeing things that aren't even there. Patterns, setups, signals. You start hoping instead of executing really. So sometimes live trading hurts more than even losing money because it's not just about money. That's what I noticed people misunderstand the most. Yes, losing 100, 1,000, 10,000, all of that hurts. But again, there's that hidden pain. It's when trading starts bleeding into your identity. When a red day makes you feel like a failure as a person, when you can't sleep at night not because of the loss, but because of the self-doubt it triggered. So clearly there's a reason why I talk about this so much, especially with newer traders, to not take every single trade personally, to understand that there's a gap between you as a person and your system that you're executing on. Yes, you will make mistakes. Yes, you will be not happy about some of the things that you do, some of the trades that you took, but you must draw a very clear line between you, yourself, your identity, and your trading system. If you've done everything right and the trade lost, it doesn't mean that you are a bad trader, even though it feels like it at the moment. But these are the moments, the key moments that I noticed for majority of traders, that in these type of scenarios, their confidence outside of trading starts to fade as well. They start second guessing all of their decisions in life. They become shy. They don't want to interact with others. They want to stay inside. So I think you guys can see how training just really puts a massive weight on your shoulders. And then you are in this for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, even 4 years. This is when it affects you the most. I've been trading for 10 years, and yes, sometimes when you are in a losing streak, let's say, you still feel it outside the charts, but over time, you become good at disconnecting from all of that. All of it becomes just simply part of the process, the good times, the bad times, and all in between. So all that pain, it's necessary. Pain is feedback. It's your mind telling you there's something you need to face. And let's be honest, in trading, that thing is you. Every single emotional blow is pretty much a mirror. It shows you where you're impulsive, where you're insecure, where you're still seeking control in a game that's built on uncertainty. And if you're willing to go through it, to sit with that discomfort, to not run away, not change strategies every single time you lose, eventually you will change. Eventually you will hit that next level. You will stop doubting about yourself with every single error, every single loss. You will draw that clear line between you as a person and your trading system. So if you are in that phase right now, where live trading is making you question everything, good. It means you're on the path most never dare to walk. Because trust me, it's not supposed to be easy. If it was, everyone would be doing it. If eventually you learn to use it, to build your self-awareness, you will come out on the other side a lot stronger, more focused, more patient, more grounded, and that is when the game really starts to change. Not because the market got easier, but because you did.